on the stage. He's a very funny guy. He took all these these topics. I know he researched them very well. He wrote some incredible material, and he's going to do a solid 10 minutes where you guys are going to be laughing, applause breaks, everything's going to happen for this man. Please, everybody, make a lot of noise for Josh Levesque.
Woo!
Yeah, so my dog was eating my jizz today. And then this next comic's gonna blur. Thank you, Phil, for the greatest intro I've ever gotten in my career as a comedian. That was fantastic. What the fuck is going on right here? Were we anticipating a mosh pit? Yeah. Is that what it was?
Yeah. Ari's gonna
break. Can somebody start breakdancing? Yeah. Come on, Ari, you can do it, right? Do it. All right. I did actually write bits for all of our stuff. I'm going to get my modern art one out of the way because that wasn't very good. It was an interesting topic. I went to a modern art exhibit at the Bellagio like a year ago because my mom's into that shit, so I was like, alright, that's what we can do. And they had some interesting pieces there. There was like a portrait of Elvis that some guy, he took a poster, it was a portrait of Elvis, and he just took acrylic markers and colored over it. Like he filled in his hair with some metallic gold and then he painted over his face in like a matte black. And I was like, I loved color by numbers just as much as the next kid, but never in a million years did I think I'd be able to hang that shit in a museum. Did this chair just fall apart as you sat it? That's amazing.
That did just happen.
He's like, this joke's going nowhere, I have to distract everybody. Alright.
Keep going.
Keep going. There was a piece though that was pretty fascinating. It was this guy zoomed in, he recorded an eyeball while it was watching like really intense violence and other graphic imagery, and then he projected it onto a sphere. So the actual exhibit at the art museum was a white ball like the size of a basketball just hanging from the ceiling with a projector shooting the image of an eye on it, so it looked like a giant eyeball, responding to footage, and you could see the reflection of what it was watching in the eye. I know, it's amazing. What the fuck's going on at that guy's house where that idea came into his head? Where he's like, oh my god, this is blowing my mind. I bet my eyes are freaking out right now. I wish I could see them this big to see what this imagery is doing to my head right now. But one thing I do think is funny is most recently in modern art, there's a woman who is giving birth in front of a live audience because she considers that to be art. Have you guys heard about this?
No.
You don't go to Yahoo News on a regular basis? That's where I get all the best stuff. No, she's literally doing this. She thinks she can give birth in front of thousands and it's going to be beautiful. Because that's what people think. It's the same fucking mind thing where they're like, oh yeah, my kid's adorable. Mine's the most beautiful kid in the world. And we all know you're lying. You're full of shit. It's a bias. We get it. But most of these people are not telling the truth at all. You see their kids and you're like, oh, you must love Ninja Turtles. I'm like, oh, why? Because he looks like a mutant fucking turtle right now, so that's my thought. But no, she thinks she can give birth because she thinks it's going to be the most beautiful thing in the world, and no one wants to see that shit. Nobody wants to see that shit. Did you know sometimes girls poop when they're having a baby? I knew that. I've tried to go my entire life just pretending they didn't do it. Just pretending that shit didn't exist. And she wants to display it like an art project. Like, just have everyone watch this. No one wants to see that. I don't care if it's Scarlett Johansson, and I would assassinate a 6-year-old with Down syndrome just to lick her knees. But I do not want to see her give birth. I don't. I don't want to see some girl snatch getting pried open like a prostitute's clutch purse on New Year's Eve, just looking for that last condom while she shits on the table. No, not art. Not fucking art. Not interested. It was the imagery, wasn't it? That was poetic. Thank you. I have to go back to my notes because I forgot everything else I wrote. No, I didn't. Fucking the Handicapped. I was sorry. I thought we were just supposed to do our sets like we were handicapped tonight. I didn't know. No, I don't have too much to say about the Handicapped because it's a different thing. Like I say retarded a lot. Like, I say it a lot. It's one of my favorite words. And I'm never talking about people with Down syndrome or people that are handicapped or anything. I'm always talking about people that are fucking stupid. Like, if you act like you have Down syndrome, if you're slow, I feel sorry for you, I want to help you, I want to see you succeed. But if you're acting retarded, I just want you to leave. Like, I want you to stop right now.
Right.
And I had a friend in high school who had Down syndrome. He was very slow. And it was my senior year of high school, and the Raiders were playing the Buccaneers in the Super Bowl. I don't like football at all, but for some reason I was rooting for the Raiders because I'm from California, so that was my team, even though I have no interest in sports whatsoever. But he was going for the Buccaneers, and the Raiders did what they do best, which is lose, apparently. They just let everyone down. And this kid with Down syndrome managed to come up with a very clever way of telling me that the Raiders lost every fucking day until the end of my senior year. The Super Bowl was in January, we graduated at the end of May, and this kid came up with a new way to remind me that the Raiders lost every single day. It was brilliant. I was so jealous of this kid, because like some of them were easy. He'd just be like, hey Josh, guess what? I'd say what? He'd be like, the Raiders lost! And I'm like, alright, you didn't have time to think of a good one today. It's all good, we got tomorrow. But then he'd like come out at me with really strong shit, like, hey Josh, knock knock. I'd say, who's there? And he's like, oh, it's the Raiders. Like, what do you mean the Raiders? He's like, oh, they want to hang out with you because you're a loser like them for rooting for them because they lost. And I was like, holy fuck, that's big words coming from a 17-year-old who needs assistance with his Velcro shoes. Way to be, kid, good job. But no, I am a Raiders fan. That's my segue into current events because Al Davis died recently, which is kind of sad. I was hoping and praying that the Westboro Baptist Church would picket his funeral. Because they're horrible people. I don't know if you guys know who the Westboro Baptist Church is. They're the God Hates Fags church that pickets all the funerals. Like they picket military funerals and celebrity funerals, and they all say that the rest of the world's going to hell. And I don't wish death upon anyone. I don't support the death penalty. I don't want to see anyone die. But I think if every member of that church was brutally gang raped into the coma by a family of angry bears, the world would be a brighter place tomorrow. Just a little bit. But I was really hoping they'd picket Al Davis's funeral, because the Raider fans probably wouldn't stand for that shit. Like, Big Papa is getting put to rest, and they're saying that he's going to hell, and that they throw rocks and bottles at Broncos cheerleaders. Raiders fans are not going to let people picket Al Davis's funeral. I know it's not funny, is it? Don't laugh, it's cool. Thank you. What was the other current events?
That was it.
I did that, and the handicap. I did have something about the Kardashian wedding though, which I thought was pretty interesting, because I didn't want to take the easy route, but it blows my mind that people are so upset about it. I don't care that she got divorced. That's fine. If she's not happy, don't get divorced. People get divorced every fucking day, and sometimes it's the best thing you can do. But I'm not that surprised, because she got, the wedding was $10 million, all paid for with sponsors. Right. And then she earned $18 million off of it by selling the rights. Does anyone here have student loan debt? It wiped away. It would have been taken care of. And that could have bought everyone here a car. Everyone. And not like a Toyota Yaris, like a fucking Mercedes. Everyone here could own a Mercedes for what Kim Kardashian made off of her own wedding. And I don't blame her for it, I blame the mom. Because if you know Kris Jenner, she's a fucking psycho about money. She's the mastermind behind the whole thing. She loves money. Like, she loves money more than most humans are capable of loving anything ever. She loves money more than other people love actual living things. She loves money more than I love doing stand-up. And regardless of this reaction, I'm still like ejaculating with glee up here because I love doing this so much. But she loves money even more than that. Why was she going to let that be a one-time thing? Of course not. There's going to be a Kardashian wedding special every season. It's going to be like the Simpsons Halloween special. Like we're just going to look forward to it. After 3 or 4 seasons, when the ratings start to slip, they're going to take over New York again. It'll be a gay marriage. They'll get like some hot supermodel to play Kim's wife when she's experimenting. And we'll get to vote for the groom one year, like American Idol style. It's going to be fucking terrible, but it's going to happen. It is. Now I have to go back to the notes. Give me a moment. Actually, I think I covered them all. Good for me. All right. Nice. Yeah. Wait, no. Someone mentioned Justin Bieber, and I do have something to say about Justin Bieber. I fucking love Justin Bieber. I've said this before. I watched Never Say Never. I fucking love Justin Bieber. He's fantastic. The kid can sing. The kid can dance. He plays guitar, drums, piano, he's funny, he's nice, and the kid gives to charity like it's a fucking hobby. He donates money like every day. He's probably donating more money right now. It's ridiculous. And we should be stoked the kids are looking up to him. I think we should be thrilled that he's a role model for today's youths. But, like, we should, but all these people I've talked to just hate him. They're like, oh no, fuck Justin Bieber, what a faggot. And I'm like, why? Because he realized his dreams? Oh my god, he's so talented and he achieved some goals. Good for him. Just because you knocked up your prom date and you're trying to make ends meet working the auto center at Sears doesn't mean you have to fucking hate somebody who actually made something of themselves. Now, I bought the Justin Bieber Christmas album the other day. I did. I fucking paid $15 for the deluxe edition with the DVD. And it's glorious. It put me in the spirit. It did. It's November 3rd. I shouldn't be in the Christmas spirit yet. What the fuck? But I loved it. I bought it for my girlfriend, actually. Kind of a bit. I bought her the CD and I bought her some roses.
Yeah.
I did. I tried to be romantic. She puts my penis in her mouth, you guys.
Yeah.
That's the least I could do. Seriously. It was fantastic. I did my entire set out of order, but that's going to be my closer, because that went really well. I'm going to bring up one of your hosts, whoever's in the mood to take this mic from me. Ari Phillips. Thank you guys so much for supporting comedy.
Very nice.